Hello, 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 beautiful people. Personal growth, personal growth. If growth is part of the process all creation must experience, then why do men not give maximum attention to the understanding when growth happens and when there is stoppage? The funny thing about stoppage is, if one is not very careful, stoppage is not noticed on time. Sometimes until the damage is huge before some persons notice there has been a break in structure. And it is not always very easy to make amends when it has gone that far. But a careful man that reviews and pick up on every happenings around him can easily tell when something has gone wrong on time, and will start searching for the broken lines for the purpose of amending when there is still time. For some, they know but will do nothing because they are afraid of growth. What? In life, there cannot be growth until a man is willing to step out of his comfort zone and face the unknown, which comes with great opportunities, people. Embracing the unknown can lead to tremendous success because the level of life a man has experienced is because of the knowledge he has. But fresh knowledge embrace means new experience, which can bring either positive or negative impact. Either ways, there is a new experience. Each day opens up a high level of intensified uncertainty that forces most back to their place of comfort because they do not want to know, let alone experience something new. In every new change embraced are the opportunity that carries the power of making a man or breaking a man. Remember, whatever happens to us is not the issue, but how we were able to handle the situation is the most important priority, is the most important matter. Staying under a cover is a choice. It's a great choice. So many will not want to miss because the place of growth is far away from comfort. Sometimes you must be willing to risk it all just to be sure that you were wrong. Just to be sure that you were not wrong in your decision, because if you do not try it out of fear, you will not know if you were wrong or right, people. And it's always very okay. It is better to be sure at the end that you were wrong or right, people. Let's take some time to look into this very important matter, growth. Growth is not luck, nor is it miracle. It is not what happens suddenly that has not been programmed. This is to say, some growth has been programmed over time and happens suddenly. There are some growth explosions that looks like miracle that are not miracle because of the process. This matter is not something left in the hands of chance, but it is a matter that every participant is very conscious of every step and will not allow unnecessary mistakes, people. The luck or favor or miracle a man can access is still dependent on a man's level of growth, even the inheritance a man enjoys. This is why in the olden days, if a king's son is not of age and has not matured, he is placed under guidance until he is ready before a kingdom is passed to him. Everyone that will go far in life will not play down on the importance of working on personal growth constantly. What is growth? Growth is a process of increasing in capacity on a mission. So what is a mission? Mission is an important assignment given to a person. This is why we must be careful how we grow. One can be growing without impact. Jesus in the Holy Book was one day passing by a tree that was so attractive and beautiful but without fruit. The question is, why a tree will grow so fine but will not bear fruit? If one spends his energy on a lot of ideas, the impact on men will be very low. The essence of growth is not for people to show how well they could do, but it is a way to show how well they can impact mankind through the ideas they have chosen to be their purpose. We become only what we pursue in the platform of growth. This is why we can see a little boy wakes up one day and decide in his heart he wants to become the president of a country. This cannot come to being without growth that is properly guided. That boy gets into school and surprisingly, you'll be finding him trying to be the leader of all relevant positions. He starts his political career from the walls of school and keep learning and growing. So some, when he becomes the president after a long process of hard work, some think it's a miracle. Yes, it's a miracle that has been programmed over time. So we say it's good. The fearful says in his heart, there is a gold hiding under the shadows, surrounded with all wild beasts, ready to defend its possession. So let's not bother trying. Some walk through life without much struggle. But why? Yes, they live a more peaceful life with few adventures and experience. How can we be so much if we did not even take the first step and allow ourselves to experience what the brave enjoy? There are so much factors that a man must give attention to, which results cannot be denied. Goals that will affect mankind is not achievable unless there is a set out goal. A goal refers to specific, measurable, achievable, relevant, and time-bound objective that an individual strives to accomplish. Goals give direction to growth. The beautiful thing about goals is they force a man to break down his objective and schedule them in a pace that is achievable in the long run. This is why we are all advised to have both long-term and short-term plans. The long-term plans is the success point, while the short-term is the process, which we can say is measurement of growth. This is how we are able to acknowledge the little success and strengths. The big challenge that comes with growth is not the lack of ideas of success, but the planning process. It is easy to get the big plan, but it has never been easy for any man to work out the big ideas easily without much struggle. Some even give up at the point of their big break because of how tedious the process became. Sometimes the word of encouragement from the older to the younger is, nothing good comes easily. Or better say, if it was easy, everyone would have been doing it. Keep it up. Things only look easy from the surface, but in reality, there is nothing easy that will bring praise to a man. If it was not so, the Holy Bible would not advise it. If it is praiseworthy, think on it. Think on it. So we are all advised to think on just things that are praiseworthy. People, every man with a plan must be highly disciplined, not for the sake of others, but because of the goal that has been set. You must set a task and must follow through on every daily task. If a man fails to follow through on his short-term goals, there becomes a bigger chance that the long-term goals that look so huge becomes almost impossible to achieve. In the small efforts, the bigger energy lies. Some says, if you want to fail fast, stop doing your daily routines that are scheduled to get you somewhere decided. One of the most important tools we cannot play with is knowledge. The Holy Bible stated, My people are destroyed for lack of knowledge. Meaning, no matter how well a man's way has been planned out, going for knowledge is the key to continue growing into the image we have painted in our minds. How can you tell your growth rate if knowledge is not given full attention? A man is limited by the information he has or does not have. Knowledge is the power that stops you or helps you to rise fast. With the right knowledge, growth becomes smooth. Growing rapidly to the top. Be careful. There are only two ends to a man that grows rapidly to the top. First, he dies when he gets to the peak of his life, or falls rapidly to the bottom and try to get all over. The disadvantage to a man that fails rapidly is he might find it very difficult to humble himself to start learning all lessons he skipped and start growing with a plan and learning discipline on the process. Long time ago, a father advised his son to be careful with these two groups of men. First are the men that speed up very fast to the top of life. The old man said, when they are falling from the hill of life, they have no friction, so they fall so fast. The second are men that grows gradually to the top. He said when they are falling because of the lessons they had learned while climbing, they are like heavy cars that has so much friction. They are like heavy cars that friction is very strong. They can never fall to the bottom. God, the creator of man, never intended for man to be believing him for the miracles of a sharp skip to the peak without experience, allowing the rapidness to block the knowledge of different possibility. A youth loved by his father started off and was growing too rapidly in his 20s. Without the support of his father, he had built a system that was enabling him to fly around the world. At 32, he slept with a girl by chance and got her pregnant. Bad. And the father became very upset with the boy's action. But the boy was just repeating a line. No one knows in detail the plans of God. This is a blessing. We must keep it. The father disagreed. So the boy was forced out to go start his family, not knowing that the boy had just a year more to live. Long story short, the lady gave birth to a bouncing baby boy. Still, the father will not accept the gift. Not after 5 months that the boy became ill. And when the father came to see him, all he could say was that my replacement, and he died. Rapid growth sometimes means fulfillment of destiny on time. The earth can be described as a business place where everyone has an assignment to fulfill. The earlier one is able to complete his assignment, his work then is over. This is why in the Holy Bible, Apostle Paul could shout out at some point in his life that I have fought a good fight and I have finished the race, people. Can God give rapid growth? Yes, but it is not his type. God only gives rapid growth when a man has wasted time and God's mercy, and God in his mercy then bridges time for the purpose of enabling the individual that has found mercy to fulfill destiny. Will God bridge time for everyone? No. So do not stand by in the hope of speeding up to catch up. Be careful to follow through the process and gather knowledge and learn the possibilities in all challenges and keep rising. People prefer God to bridge time because they do not have more challenges to deal with. Growth comes with so much learning and relearning and failing and winning. that sometimes it wants to make you feel your success is a reward. I see some making the mistake of trying to grow randomly and sharing their energy on several ideas. It is good to have knowledge on several crafts, but it is best to have a niche where you are the best, because in the day of big trouble, people do not look for the men with average performance, nor do they look for people with general knowledge. They look for the best in the craft. And if that is not your position, then you have to wait for another day and pray the best is unreachable. Whether you are the best in a craft or not, you must keep doing it. It might not make a whole lot of sense at the beginning, but that is how it is meant to be. Before you can speak good English, you must first start speaking. And those who understand the language might have a good laugh, not because they feel you are not getting it together, but because you remind them of themselves at the level and how greatly they have improved. A man with a set goal is a man that is highly intentional. We can say such men are men whose works looks as though every one of their move is programmed. They lack jokes that are not going to work out. They are not going to work out in the end. All right, people, I think this is where we're drawing the curtain for today. Thank you so much for staying till this time. I want to say a very big thank you to every one of you that have spent this time. I just hope I've added value to your time. I've added value to your life. Like on the way again, check out my videos and stay strong and stay blessed. Bye. I love you all. All right. Thank you, guys.